Hi, welcome back to Spine and Rehab Specialists. I'm Earl Hayden, and joined again by Chris McMillen for another Wellness Wednesday. Today we're going to show you 5 different exercise sequences you can do if you've had a patella or kneecap dislocation. All right, so the first thing you want to do with this, you need to make sure your quad muscle is working nice and strong, because that often gets interrupted if you've had a dislocation of your kneecap. So all Chris is going to do is going to keep his toe pulled back, tighten this muscle, making sure this kneecap moves up. And that's the biggest thing. Go ahead and relax. Again, if we get in close and we look at this kneecap, when he tightens, we see a little bit of this moving up. If it's not doing that, we can even give it a little push. So either with a therapist, kind of pushing down, pushing up that kneecap, or even with yourself, using your hands to kind of pull up on the kneecap from the bottom as you tighten, okay? Next exercise is very simple. It's called the short arc quad. Basically, it's a very short range knee extension. So all Chris is going to do, he's going to tighten his quad muscles here, kind of push down into this little cushion, and then straighten out the knee. Again, we're looking for that kneecap moving up, and you shouldn't have any pain with this. And if you're having problems with this, you can even do this with the other leg, do both at the same time. That way the uninjured side can help the injured side learn how to do this movement again. And again, retrain the body that this movement is not a threat. Next thing we want to do, we want to make sure that we're working that quad through the whole muscle. So it's not just straightening out the knee, it's also lifting up the whole leg. So we're just doing a straight leg raise. We're doing this in a long sitting position, because Chris is pretty strong. But if this is too difficult for you, you can do this while lying down, and gives the muscle a little bit more stretch. Now if this is really easy, you want to still work on the endurance of those muscles, you can do this with a cone. So just kind of locking out that knee, lifting up the leg, and going over the cone. If that's too easy, you can have to do longer holds right over the cones, kind of hold that for a good 5 to 10 seconds, and then come back over, and then going to each side like one lap. That's being one repetition. Now, one of the most important things when your kneecap dislocates is making sure we can control that knee position. So while we're squatting or walking, we want to make sure we're not letting that leg really cave in too much. So what we're going to do is practice some squats with a band above the knees. So you want to keep that band there and really push that band out. That helps you make sure that we're getting good alignment from the knees and hips and the feet, okay? We shouldn't see the knees cave in, so just fight that band. Once this is comfortable, you're not having any pain, you want to work on being able to stand on a single leg. So here we just do a single leg balance, standing on the leg, again, just keeping that band out. With the other side, if that's too easy, you can do this with your eyes closed, or even better yet, have a little knee bend on the leg that you're standing on, and just work on that. Again, eyes open is easier, eyes closed makes it harder, or you can do this while barefoot, or on a shifting surface, or on like a little foam pad. Next thing you do, you want to continue working on that single leg strength. So once you're good with squatting, balancing, you can work on trying to incorporate a lunge back into your workouts again. So Chris is going to do a walking lunge, stepping out. Again, we're dropping the back knee, pushing up through the front heel. Once this is pretty easy and that kneecap feels stable, you can even make this a lot harder, adding some perturbation. So right here, Chris is just going to hold this, and I'm just going to move this around, move his hands around, okay? There we go. More fun that way. There we go. So, and we can do that moving moving the hands, moving the shoulders, okay? Or even working on, take one more step, working at the knee, making sure this is stable, make sure we're good here, and the feet is staying flat. Now, once you're feeling good with lunges, you're not having any problems, again, that kneecap is stable, you want to start building up to adding in some speed work. So a good way to do this in an enclosed environment is using a weight sled. So we're going to do some weight sled pushes and pulls. So Chris is just going to get into a nice athletic position and drive that sled forward. You can do this slow at first, or if you're a boss like Chris, you can definitely do this with some speed, okay? And then we wanted to work on some pulling. So this is also going to really torch those quad muscles. And you can add in more load or less load as needed. Or if you need to, add more resistance, like so, either add a weight plate or stand on it. And you tell I'm a little less svelte than the load on here. But you can add more plates stand on that as long as you're not having any pain with this exercise. All right, so those are 5 different exercise sequences you can use if you've had a kneecap or patella dislocation. So if you're still having some problems or some pain at the knee after about 2 weeks of doing those exercises, maybe it's time to come see one of our physical therapists. We can do a free screen, a consultation, and then see if there's anything we can do here in the clinic, or B, see if it's possibly time to go see your doctor and see if we need to have any other options for treatment. So be sure to join us next Wednesday, this Wednesday, actually, where we're going to go over the Sitting Strong, more exercise for a Sitting Strong program. Again, that's every Tuesday and Thursday here with Chris at 9 to 10 a.m. So make sure to call us and check our website to learn how to register for that. And also join us tomorrow for our Thirsty for Knowledge Thursdays, where our owner, leader, Harry Coster, and one of our other physical therapists, Anthony Durant, are going to go over kneecap dislocations in more detail, how they are, and how we can help you with those here at Spine and Rehab Specialists. Yeah!